Guys, I want to give you 6 areas that you can invest in your business that will help you make more money and then break them down. So here's the first one: office space, desk space. Number 2, equipment. Number 3 is staff. Number 4 is marketing. Number 5 is tools. And number 6 is training. So let's go through each one. I'm going to give you the premise on this. The disclaimer is don't do anything that's going to damage you financially. You got to know yourself, your skill sets, your abilities, your commitment, your clientele, your market, all that stuff. You got to know it. For me, the first one in terms of desk office space, that's a big one. You got to have it. It's completely different when a client can come see you somewhere, when you're leaving your house to go to your office, when you open the door, when there's a sign there, when you have to decorate the office and you're getting the posters on the wall and you're getting the front desk and the equipment and the furniture. Like that part gives you an identity of a business owner, right? Now, I'm not going to say you can't have a business owner identity from working from home. There's a lot of people that do, and that works for them. For me, having a place that I can go to when I got off work and I say, man, let me get into the office. Let me go to the office, right? It was a more effective environment than going home and working from home. Why? You got TV, you got fridge, you got couch, you got sofa, you got bed, right? It's easier to be comfortable at home. Some people have done a great job during COVID of disciplining themselves and really being able to work from home. But I like being at an office. I like going to my office. I like to drive there. I like the processing, the books. So for you, you may like it, you may not. I like an office. We have a 25,000 square foot office here. We do meetings. We have 300-400 people come. There's an energy. There's a culture. There's collaboration. There's ideation. There's enthusiasm. There's competition. Like being somewhere where a group of people can meet, there's a benefit to that versus everybody being at home. It really doesn't produce culture. When I got into the business, I asked this gentleman, what can I do to make more money? He says, go get a desk. I said, no, I was looking to see how I can make more money. He says, did you want to debate me or did you want my advice? I said, I want your advice. He says, then go get a desk. And he walked away. And so I go up to the office manager and I say, how much is this? $600. It was a card payment at that time. And I said, wow, these guys are making money on the office. I don't know because I didn't know the cost of running an office and everything that goes into that. I'm just like, this little desk doesn't cost that much, but there's a whole lot of other expenses that go into that. And so I get this desk. Now I have a bill. Now I know that I got to make money because I got to be able to pay that bill. Whereas before I was like, man, I want to make money. I'm going to make money. Now it's I got to make money by this time. So that responsibility produced more accountability and helped me make more money, gave me a different identity. When you're going to your office, when you're opening that door, that business owner, man, I'm a business owner. There's a different identity behind it. And you never make a return without making an investment, right? Return on investment. When you treat your business like a business, it'll pay you like a business. So I'm a big believer in making sure that you have a place, you're a professional, that you're doing that. I think it helps. Number 2 is equipment, right? Maybe that's computer, camera, lighting, cell phone, whatever equipment that you need, furniture, desk, all that stuff. I believe in investing in your business. I understand that a lot of us don't want to do that and we're kind of cheap on the front end, but the more that you invest into your business, the more that you expect to get out of it. And it's not easy, and you may have to find a way of buying where you're going to buy stuff used. We were very creative when we were brand new to the business, good deals and Craigslist and all that stuff. And there's so much furniture out there that's cheap, or maybe used equipment that's verified. And but be obviously budget conscious. But you got to invest in equipment if you're going to want to if you're running a business. Number 3, staff, right? I have an assistant that helps me with my day-to-day life. I have a licensing coordinator because we help people get licensed. You may have a different certification or process that you need for your agents. So I have a licensing coordinator, production coordinator, 2 of them that help with clients. Agency management, event coordinator. We do conferences where we have 1,000 people come out, and so we need somebody to do that. So if you want to grow your business, you're going to have to look at, man, what are all the different things that I'm doing, and who can I delegate that to? And there's a rule on delegation that if you could do something 80%, if somebody else can do it, 80% as good as you can to delegate. Now, there is also a process on delegating. When you give that person a task, make sure that you're monitoring, that you're inspecting what you're expecting, that you're coaching, that you're training, that you're not just expecting them to do it all. You got to train those people, develop those people to be an extension of you. But if you look at your business, you're like, man, this is everything I need. Man, design, marketing, staff, front desk, cleaning, personal errands, everything. And you say, okay, these are all the things that are taking my energy, my focus, my enthusiasm, my discipline, my time. What can I get off my plate? And a lot of people don't want to do that. They're cheap in their business, so then they're hitting a blockade because they're like, man, I'm maxed out. That's when you need more support. We did a video on why you need a board of directors for your personal life. Highly recommend it. But the more support that I have, the faster I can grow, the more peaceful of a life I live, the happier I am, the more I can focus on the vision, the more I can actually dial in on the area that's the most important to grow the business. So I think you need staff in a big way, and a lot of times we're cheap on staff. I can't tell you how many people use their husband or their wife as like their assistant, and that's like, dude, that's your best candidate. That's your other CEO. You're using your CEO partner, your president partner as that. It's okay if it starts that way, but that should not stay that way. Highly recommend invest in staff and then develop their identity, because you're building a team that no matter what you do the rest of your life, they're going to support you. So that's my advice there. Marketing, headshots, websites, social media. This is not a social media training, but make sure that you're investing in that. Go get some good headshots. Maybe if you need a website, find a good template, right? WordPress, all that stuff. You can go to Fiverr. You can go to different tasks where you can hire somebody online. We've hired artists from other countries to do art, like actual art that's amazing. There's 99designs.com for logo work, and you have 60, 70 people, submit an idea to you. Then you get to pick what you like, make corrections, and then award that person. There's a lot of services like that, Upwork, etc., where you can find the marketing support that you need. Next one, tools, right? Maybe that's a certain software. Is that a CRM for you? Is that some kind of, if you're in social media or you're creating content, some kind of content software. We have financial planning software where we put data in here and it creates a financial plan for that family. So what software do you need? We're in the insurance business, so we have quoting software, submission software. We have software to manage the agency. So what kind of tools do you need for your business? And then lastly, 6 is training on what conferences, what conventions, what consulting services, what events are you going to get yourself better, to get yourself rejuvenated, to get yourself re-inspired, to get yourself vibrating at the next level, to catch the bigger vision, to learn what's going on, to learn from other people what they're doing that you can go back and implement in your business. There is unlimited potential for improvement if you're willing to go out there and look for the right training. And then, and let me tell you kind of the last part here. Eventually, I kept expanding and I got larger offices. We didn't start with 25,000 square feet. It was 1,500 square feet, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then 5, and then 7, and then 11, then another 14, bam, 25,000. So keep expanding. So these may be the certain areas, just the 6 basic areas. There may be more, but there's also levels to this. Maybe you need better tools, better software, better events, better consulting, etc. So keep expanding. More support. This was huge for me. I realized that if you step up your commitments, your success follows. So when you take on investing more to your business, your success follows for the right person. If you're lazy, it doesn't matter. You're going to just waste a lot of money thinking that by you investing money, your business is going to grow. It's not. You got to be willing to do the work. I know a lot of people that are willing to go invest in conventions and conferences and mentorship and all this stuff, but they don't do shit, excuse the language, and they don't do anything with what they're learning. And unfortunately, they're in a state of continuous learning without doing. And I want to challenge that not to be you. But the right person, if you keep investing and you're a worker, it's going to keep expanding. So what areas have you been holding back in investing? Make that list for yourself, right? And then ask yourself these 2 questions. What is it costing me? What is it costing me? What is that 10, 20, 30 hours of what I'm doing every single week or every single month? What is that costing me? Right? I asked one of my guys a question the other day. I said, what would you make if you were able to do an additional 52x, right? What would that benefit you? 52 additional clients per year, 52 additional new marketing sources. What would that benefit you? Man, huge. Well, then why don't you have the support necessary to go get that? Sometimes we don't think about what it's costing us to not have the support. So what is holding you back, right? And what is it costing you? And then what is it costing your identity? What does that mean? If you're doing things that you know you shouldn't be doing and you know you need to go do an A activity, but you're doing a B activity, then you're going to have a challenge there, because now your identity's like, man, I know I should be doing that. I should be doing that over here, but I'm doing this, man. And then you look at yourself through the lens of somebody that you shouldn't be versus somebody that you want to be. So what is it costing you, actual money-wise, and what is it costing your identity, which ultimately is what is the thermostat on your life that controls if you win or you don't win based on what you believe, your inner belief system. And then I'll give you this real quick. Time management training led to delegation, right? I talked about this because, and we're not going to do a whole time management training here, but if you're hiring staff, right, and you're delegating, right, I wanted to understand what should I delegate. Imagine a square, okay? And at the top you have important, not important. And then on the sides of that, you have urgent, not urgent. So the first category you have is important and urgent. Like that's the most important stuff and it's urgent. You have to do that stuff, right? Then you have important, not urgent, that you can schedule. Then you have urgent but not important, that you have to delegate to somebody else, okay? And then you have not important, not urgent, that you have to completely eliminate. So when I started hiring staff, right, I had to realize that I also had to train these people better. I thought, hey, here's the job, you go do it. And that's why I didn't get the return on investment. That's why it didn't work. Then I'm over here having to do the work again twice because I didn't hire correctly. I didn't train correctly. I didn't inspect correctly. So don't just think, again, that spending money is going to get you to build a good business. Training and leadership, train people on leadership. Not just how to do the job, but how to think, right? There's a processor, right? There's a teacher and there's a driver, right? So if you're hiring people to help you, what lens do they have? Are they actually initiating, creating change? Or are they just doing the tasks that you ask? Hey, send this, do this. Hey, take this here, right? Are they thinking about what needs to be done after that? Those people are invaluable, and you will tell the difference by working with them. And ideally, you're looking for people that you can keep for the long haul, guys. I'll finish with this. There's a book recommendation, Your Oxygen Mask First. And the question it asks in there is, what should your support team look like? And so again, I go back to that video of why you need a board of directors in your life. I realized that at times I felt overwhelmed, and it's because I didn't have a clear plan or I didn't have the right support. And I hate feeling that way. And so I was doing things that I wasn't passionate about, and it was just freaking killing my spirit, and it was blocking our growth. And that's really why I needed more help, guys. So while this is required at times, find ways to get the help you need. There's going to be times where you have to do it and there's nobody else to do it at that moment, but find the help that you need. You may have somebody internal that can help with this. Maybe you have somebody on the team that you're not thinking about that has a gift or a strength that you don't have or has more time, and they want to just play that role and help because they're team players. They're like, hey, I see where we're going and I want to be a part of this, however I can contribute. And lastly, build the environment you need to win. So whatever investments you have to make in your business, the idea is that you build an environment through the tools, the technology, the conferences, the office, the staff, everything that you need so that you can win. What does the best environment look like for you to be able to do your job at the very best, for you to be able to accomplish your vision, your purpose? What does that look like? It's your job to create it. If you need any help with that, please reach out to us, guys. With that being said, we'll see you on the next video. Take care, everybody. Please subscribe, like, and share if you got value from the video.